Over 60? 4 worst cheeses you should never touch, and 4 you must eat daily. From morning omelets to evening snacks, cheese is one of the most familiar and beloved staples in the American diet. For millions of adults who have passed the age of 60, cheese is a comforting, daily source of protein and calcium. But that block sitting in your refrigerator right now could be a silent saboteur. Did you know that just 2 slices of a common processed variety can pack 600 milligrams of sodium? That is nearly half of the 1,500 milligram daily limit suggested for many seniors managing high blood pressure. Making the wrong choice in the dairy aisle can double your risk of a heart attack and significantly shorten your chances of reaching the age of 80. However, the story doesn't have to be a dangerous one. While some varieties are hidden toxic cocktails of chemicals, others are genuine miracle superfoods. Please subscribe to our channel so you never miss these life-saving health insights. Make sure to stay until the very end because the #1 best cheese on our list contains compounds so powerful that they help seniors maintain muscle mass even better than eating meat. Let's begin with the 4 worst cheeses you need to push off your plate immediately. The 4 worst cheeses you should never touch after 60. 1. Processed cheese slices. Those bright, convenient squares wrapped in plastic may look innocent, but for seniors, they are essentially a chemical cocktail disguised as dairy. Research shared by medical experts reveals that less than half of what is inside that wrapper is actually real cheese, with the remainder being a mixture of emulsifiers, preservatives, and phosphates that your aging body was never designed to handle. One of the most dangerous components is sodium phosphate, which is far more damaging than regular table salt because it can accelerate kidney decline and increase arterial stiffness. Scientific data indicates that just 2 slices of processed cheese can pack 600 milligrams of sodium, which is a massive portion of your safe daily intake. This is particularly risky for seniors managing blood pressure because high sodium levels throw gasoline on the fire of cardiovascular strain. Furthermore, the emulsifiers, like polysorbate patey used in these slices, have been linked to gut microbiome disruption and leaky gut, which triggers body-wide inflammation that can worsen arthritis and memory decline. To keep your heart and kidneys safe, the American Heart Association suggests that seniors with high blood pressure should aim for a limit of 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day, meaning these slices consume nearly half of your allowance in one sitting. As a critical health tip, the Oxford University Hospitals notes that processed smoked cheeses can contain 412 milligrams of phosphate per 40-gram serving, which is nearly double that of natural cheddar. Have you ever noticed yourself feeling puffier or more sluggish after a processed sandwich? If so, your body might be reacting to these hidden additives. This systemic inflammation is a silent thief of your longevity, but the next item on our list is even more deceptive because it doesn't even require a refrigerator. 2. Cheese spreads in jars. If you think the slices are bad, the shelf-stable cheese spreads sitting in jars are even more concerning because a food that can sit unrefrigerated for months is a chemical construction rather than real nourishment. These spreads often contain more modified starches and partially hydrogenated oils than actual dairy, providing zero meaningful nutrition while overloading your system with artificial trans fats. Beyond the salt, these products frequently contain MSG and other glutamate compounds that can trigger heart palpitations and anxiety in sensitive older adults. There is also a hidden chemical risk. Phthalates, which are hormone-disrupting chemicals, can leach from the plastic packaging into the spread itself. Studies have linked these toxins to metabolic disorders and even certain cancers, making every spoonful a potential hit to your long-term health. The Oxford University Hospital's renal data highlights that processed cheese spreads contain 134 milligrams of phosphate in just one small 16-gram triangle, a density that stresses aging kidneys. As a vital safety tip, health experts warn that these products often contain intrasterified fats, which may be just as harmful to heart metabolism as the banned trans fats. If you value your hormonal balance and heart health, it is time to skip the jar and choose natural, aged options instead. But wait until you hear about the convenience item that might be hiding actual wood pulp inside your favorite pasta topping. 3. Pre-shredded cheese in bags. Many seniors buy pre-shredded cheese to save time on grating, but this convenience comes with a high price for your digestive and immune systems. To prevent the shreds from clumping, manufacturers add anti-caking agents like cellulose, which is essentially indigestible wood pulp. While not technically toxic in tiny amounts, data from Cleveland Clinic specialists shows that these fillers can make up 10 grams out of every 100 grams of the bag's content in some brands, far exceeding the 4-gram limit typically listed on labels. For seniors with sensitive digestion or IBS, these additives can cause significant bloating and interfere with the body's ability to absorb the actual nutrients in the cheese. Even worse, most of these bags contain natamycin, an antifungal agent that acts as an antibiotic. Regular exposure to this can disrupt your gut microbiome, which is the very foundation of your immunity and mood as you age. The shredding process also increases the surface area of the cheese, leading to faster oxidation and a loss of beneficial nutrients. As a critical safety tip, researchers warn that pre-shredded cheese has a higher risk of contamination. Several major recalls have linked these products to Listeria and E. coli, which are far more dangerous for seniors whose recovery systems are slower. Dr. Oracle medical guidelines suggest that the high moisture and surface area of soft, shredded varieties create an ideal environment for bacterial growth even in refrigerated conditions. Buying cheese in block form and shredding it fresh is a simple change that protects your gut and ensures you are eating real food. Now, we must discuss the gourmet choice that could actually land you in the emergency room. 4. Blue cheese. While often viewed as an elegant choice, blue cheese is arguably the most dangerous variety for anyone over 60 due to its complex chemical profile. Its famous blue veins are made from Penicillium roqueforti mold, which produces mycotoxins that can strain a senior's already weakened immune system and detox organs like the liver. Furthermore, blue cheese is a tyramine bomb. This compound is a byproduct of protein breakdown that can cause sudden dangerous spikes in blood pressure. For those on MAO inhibitors for Parkinson's or depression, eating blue cheese could even trigger a life-threatening hypertensive crisis where blood pressure rises to emergency levels. Medical experts state that blue cheese contains 10 times more histamines than most other aged cheeses, which can trigger severe migraines, hives, and even insomnia. The nutritional data is equally alarming, as just 1 ounce of blue cheese can pack 400 milligrams of sodium and high levels of inflammatory palmitic acid. According to Oxford University Hospitals, a 40-gram serving of Danish blue contains 1.2 grams of salt and 138 milligrams of phosphate, making it one of the most taxing cheeses for your cardiovascular system. As a health tip, the Dr. Oracle Medical Advisory Board explicitly lists blue-veined cheeses as a high-risk food for the elderly because they pose a significant threat of Listeria monocytogenes, which causes severe invasive disease with high mortality in older populations. With so many better options available, is that sharp case really worth the risk to your blood pressure and brain health? Now that we've exposed the dangers, let's look at the miracle cheeses that can actually reverse the signs of aging and strengthen your bones. The 4 best cheeses you must eat daily after 60. 1. Aged Gouda, matured for at least 18 months. If you want to turn back the clock on your bone and heart health, aged Gouda is the superfood you need to add to your daily routine. While many cheeses lose their nutritional potency over time, Gouda becomes significantly more powerful as it matures, specifically when it reaches the 18-month mark. At this stage, the proteins in the cheese undergo a molecular transformation, breaking down into smaller fragments known as peptides. This is a critical advantage for seniors because the aging digestive system often struggles to process complex proteins effectively. These pre-digested peptides are absorbed much easier, providing your body with the necessary amino acids to repair tissues and maintain physical strength without causing the bloating or discomfort associated with younger dairy. Beyond digestion, aged Gouda is one of the densest dietary sources of vitamin K2, a nutrient that functions as a sophisticated traffic director for your circulatory system. Without vitamin K2, the calcium you consume can mistakenly accumulate in your arteries, leading to dangerous plaque buildup and stiffening of the blood vessels. However, K2 effectively escorts that calcium directly into your skeletal structure where it belongs. One single ounce of this cheese delivers 75 micrograms of vitamin K2, which is a higher amount than many adults consume in an entire week. Scientific observations from Japan have revealed that individuals with a high intake of this specific nutrient have half the rate of arterial calcification compared to those with low intake. Furthermore, Gouda contains conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, a fatty acid that research suggests can improve immune function and potentially protect against certain cellular mutations. The beneficial bacteria present in the cheese also generate postbiotics, which strengthen the gut-brain connection and may even lead to an improved mood. To ensure you receive the maximum benefit, a vital health tip is to let your Gouda sit at room temperature for about 20 minutes before eating, as this heat makes the nutrients more bioavailable. Pairing a 1-ounce serving with a few apple slices provides the necessary fiber to slow down absorption and support your gut flora. Have you ever wondered why some cultures seem to stay mobile much longer than others? This tiny dietary switch might be their hidden secret. 2. Authentic Parmesan. Real Parmesan Reggiano from Italy is far more than a simple condiment. It is essentially an edible multivitamin that is perfectly tailored for the needs of the aging body. This authentic variety must be distinguished from the powdered versions found in green cans, which often contain wood pulp fillers and offer none of the medicinal benefits of the real wheel. True Parmesan is crafted using traditional methods that have remained unchanged for nearly 900 years, involving an aging process that lasts up to 32 months. This extensive fermentation creates a nutritional profile where 1 ounce of cheese contains a staggering 10 grams of high-quality protein. Because these proteins are broken down into amino acids during the long aging period, they are absorbed by a senior's body with incredible efficiency, rivaling the quality of protein found in meat. The calcium density is equally impressive, providing 330 milligrams per ounce, which actually exceeds the amount of calcium found in a full glass of milk. While standard calcium supplements often have an absorption rate as low as 30%, the calcium in Parmesan has a bioavailability approaching 100% because it is naturally balanced with phosphorus and magnesium. This makes it an unparalleled tool for maintaining bone density and preventing fractures in your 60s and beyond. Interestingly, Parmesan also contains natural compounds called casomorphins, which are specialized peptides known to reduce feelings of anxiety and promote more restful sleep. It is also a rich source of tyrosine, an amino acid that your brain utilizes to produce dopamine, the neurotransmitter responsible for keeping you alert, focused, and motivated throughout the day. Because the lactose is completely eliminated during the long fermentation process, it is considered a safe, lactose-free product for almost everyone. To get the most out of this Italian treasure, experts recommend breaking the cheese into small, jagged chunks with a knife instead of grating it, as this preserves its unique crystalline structure. A daily 1-ounce portion eaten after a meal can aid digestion and provide a significant mineral boost. Adding a few drops of aged balsamic vinegar is a professional tip that further enhances the absorption of these minerals into your system. Are you ready to replace your synthetic supplements with a delicious, natural alternative that your body will actually use? 3. Grass-fed raw cheddar. Properly aged raw cheddar produced from the milk of grass-fed cows represents one of the most anti-inflammatory foods available to seniors. When cheddar is made from unpasteurized milk and aged for at least 60 days, it retains a vast array of beneficial enzymes and dozens of strains of live bacteria that are typically destroyed by heat processing. These live enzymes are crucial for individuals over 60 because they assist the body in breaking down fats and absorbing fat-soluble vitamins that support long-term vitality. Research indicates that grass-fed varieties contain 5 times the amount of conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, compared to conventional grain-fed cheddar. This specific fatty acid acts as a potent anti-inflammatory agent that works at the cellular level to fight chronic diseases. Additionally, this cheese is loaded with vitamin A in its most bioavailable form, known as retinol, which is essential for maintaining clear vision and a robust immune response. It also provides a significant dose of vitamin K2 in the MK4 form, which is the most effective type for preventing the calcification of your heart's arteries while simultaneously reinforcing your bone matrix. The probiotics found in raw cheddar produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which serve as the primary fuel for the cells lining your colon, thereby reducing the risk of digestive inflammation and improving overall gut health. Clinical data suggests that these probiotics can even influence mental health and cognitive function through the gut-brain axis. A critical tip for enjoying raw cheddar is to never heat it above 120 degrees Fahrenheit, as excessive heat will kill the very enzymes and probiotics that make it a health food. Instead, let a 1.5-ounce serving sit at room temperature for 30 minutes to awaken the beneficial cultures. Pairing your raw cheddar with fermented vegetables like sauerkraut creates a probiotic powerhouse that significantly boosts your internal defenses. By choosing raw, grass-fed options, you are opting for a cheese that functions more like a medicine for your cells than a simple snack. Have you ever considered that the raw state of your food could be the key to unlocking your body's natural healing abilities?
4. Swiss Gruyere. Authentic Swiss Gruyere holds the top position on our list because it provides the most comprehensive package of cardiovascular protection and muscle maintenance for seniors. True Gruyere must be produced from the raw milk of cows that graze specifically on high-altitude alpine meadows, resulting in a unique chemical profile that scientists are still studying for its longevity benefits. One of its most remarkable features is the presence of propionic acid produced by specialized bacteria during the aging process. Medical research shows that this compound is effective at lowering cholesterol levels and reducing systemic inflammation, which are 2 primary concerns for anyone over 60. Gruyere also boasts the highest concentration of glutathione precursors, specifically the amino acids cysteine and glycine of any cheese variety. Glutathione is known as the body's master antioxidant because it is essential for detoxifying the liver and protecting every cell in your body from the oxidative damage of aging. Since our natural production of glutathione drops as we get older, consuming these precursors through Gruyere is a strategic way to maintain your internal defenses. Furthermore, Gruyere is a champion of protein efficiency, meaning the 12-month aging process breaks down its proteins into di- and tripeptides that the body can absorb directly. Studies conducted in Switzerland have demonstrated that elderly individuals who consume Gruyere regularly maintain their muscle mass significantly better than those who rely on other protein sources like meat. This cheese also contains unique lactotripeptides, which have been clinically shown to lower blood pressure naturally. For those concerned about heart health, Gruyere is a perfect choice as it contains only 53 milligrams of sodium per ounce, making it one of the lowest salt options in the entire dairy aisle. To maximize the health benefits, you should melt it very gently into warm soups or enjoy it with whole grain bread. The combination of whole grains and Gruyere actually enhances the bioavailability of its B vitamins and antioxidant precursors. If you could eat one food that protects your heart, saves your muscles, and detoxifies your liver, wouldn't you want it on your plate every single day? Making these simple shifts in your dairy choices isn't just about flavor, it's a life-saving strategy for your golden years. We want to hear from you. Which of these life-saving cheeses will you be trying first? Share your experiences in the comments so we can all learn together. If you continue to ignore these warnings and keep eating processed, toxic cheeses, you are essentially gambling with your heart health and risking a sudden stroke or kidney failure. Don't let a poorly chosen snack be the reason you lose your independence. In our next session, we'll reveal the 3 morning drinks that flush out joint pain, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it.